All right, let's head deep into the woods for a minute. But here's the thing, we're not going to be looking up at the pretty leaves and the tall canopy. Nope. We're going underground to uncover something truly incredible, the hidden mind of the forest itself. You know, when you walk through a forest, it's so easy to imagine it's just this collection of individual trees, right? Each one just stretching for the sky, fighting its neighbor for a little patch of sunlight. But what if that whole classic picture, that silent, competitive struggle, is only half the story? Because right under our feet, something absolutely fascinating is going on. See, far from being these isolated individuals, trees are actually engaging in some pretty complex social behaviors. They aren't just silent giants standing around, they're communicating, they're cooperating, they're functioning like a real community. How? I mean, how is that even possible? A community needs some way to connect, right? Some kind of infrastructure. Well, the answer lies in this hidden architecture of the forest, this amazing biological system that makes the whole thing work. And it all comes down to a fascinating partner, mycorrhizal fungi. Now, we're not just talking about the mushrooms you might see on the forest floor. We're talking about a vast, underground web of microscopic fungal threads. And get this for scale. A single cubic foot of forest soil can have hundreds of miles of these threads, weaving everything together and physically linking the roots of totally different trees. It's wild. And this isn't some kind of hostile takeover. It's a beautiful, symbiotic partnership. It's the ultimate team-up. So the tree's job? It's a master at making food from sunlight. So it sends these energy-rich sugars down to the fungus. And in return, the fungus acts like an expert miner. Its tiny threads can get into all these little crevices the tree's roots could never reach, sending back critical water and nutrients like phosphorus. It's a perfect trade, and everybody wins. This whole interconnected network is so incredibly effective at moving resources and information around that scientists have given it a brilliant nickname, the Wood Wide Web. It's basically a biological internet, a living, breathing information superhighway running right under our feet. So we've got this incredible underground internet, but what kind of stuff is flowing through it? Well, it's not just nutrients. Trees also send out chemical alarm signals through this network, warning their neighbors about, say, an insect attack. But the most common traffic? It's all about sharing, this massive system of mutual aid at work. Okay, check out this amazing example, the seasonal exchange. Picture this, it's summer. The big leafy trees, the maples, they're just soaked in sunlight, making way more sugar than they need. But instead of hoarding it, they send that extra energy through the network to their neighbors, the pine trees who might be stuck in the shade. Then, winter comes, and the roles completely flip. The maples are bare, they're dormant, but the evergreen conifers, they're still working. And they repay the favor, sending crucial nutrients back through that same network to help their neighbors get through the cold. It's just this incredible reciprocal system. So you see, this goes way beyond a simple one-for-one trade. It's a really sophisticated, dynamic system of resource sharing. By supporting each other, even across different species, these trees are making the entire forest ecosystem stronger and way more resilient to things like drought or disease. So what does this all mean for how we see the natural world? Well, it pretty much forces us to completely rethink what a forest even is. And this isn't just some small, quirky detail of nature. This discovery, it really changes everything. I mean, this new understanding is just profound. A forest isn't just a collection of competing trees. It's much more like a single interconnected superorganism. We now know for a fact that trees actively communicate and share resources. We know that different species help each other out, and that this incredible cooperation is the very thing that makes the whole ecosystem so tough and so strong. And that really brings us to a final, really crucial question. If we start to see a